Hey guys, how are you doing? Hope it's going great with you. I'm George, and today we're going to be taking a look at Prosus. So, Prosus is a company that used to be a division of Naspers, which used to own 100% of this company, now only owns about 75%. And yeah, Prosus is an investment company. So, what makes them different from any other investment company ever to exist? Well, I think there are a few key things that really make them stand out and that I really like. So let's go check those out. So if we go over to the companies that Prosus is invested in, I think this is what makes them stand out specifically. Not even the staff or anything internal in the company. I think it's what they're invested in. So, as we can see reading over here, they are operating and investing in countries and markets across the world with long-term growth potential, aka third world countries like India, emerging markets. That's the key point here. I think that's where they've hit it right on the nail, and I think that's where they're going to make it big. So Prosus builds leading technology companies that empower people and enrich communities. Now, what they don't specifically say over here is that a lot of these companies are environmentally friendly and sustainable, but they are as far as I'm aware. So let's go check out a couple of these. Yeah, quite a few ones that are recognizable here off the bat already. But the big one that everyone knows about, and that kind of defines what Prosus started off as and why they are successful today, is a large portion of that credit goes to Tencent. They invested in Tencent back in 2001, I think, and since then that stake has grown exponentially. It's huge, and they own a big part because they used to be part of I think they might still be part of the Naspers group, but I'm not too sure about that. I know definitely Naspers does own a stake in the company, about 75%, and that Prosus used to be a division of Naspers, but now a separate company. But yeah, I digress. Let's take a look at a few of these companies over here. Tencent, Chinese. Let's check out a few more. Dot. What is Dot? Dot is European startup based in Amsterdam that offers micro-mobility solutions, electric scooters and electric bikes. So, what do we get here? This isn't an emerging market as such. It's Amsterdam. It's in Europe. But what they are doing here that is a bit different is they're taking a new technology that is sustainable and benefits people's lives in a great way. And they're really just investing in that. So, electric scooters and bikes. And what's nice about investing in that in Amsterdam is that I don't think there's a ton of theft compared to somewhere like India or South Africa or South America. So that's not really, I think that's a great investment in all honesty. Let's check out some more. iFood is a leader in online food delivery in Latin America. So there we go, we got to the emerging markets, developing nation, and it is one of the most innovative food tech companies in the world. Innovative, I'm assuming environmentally friendly as well. Doesn't say here, but I'm assuming. The company leads in Brazil with additional operations in Colombia and Mexico. iFood allows customers to place and order their favorite food both online and via apps to be conveniently delivered wherever they are. So, it's basically just South American Uber with some really cool food tech. That is pretty nice. I think that's a great opportunity over there. Let's check out some more. Luno. That stands out, as well as mail.ru, but we'll get to that now. Let's check out Luno. So, Luno is a cryptocurrency trading platform that pretty much anyone can do. And yeah, Luno is great. I don't know what much else to say. Great investment. I think Luno is a good investment for this. Mail.ru. This is a big one. It's an online platform in Russia. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this word over here. and it's a network site with with about 60 million monthly users. That's huge. So yeah, it's huge. That's big. It's like the Tencent of Russia pretty much. So good investment there, I'd imagine. And then obviously they got a couple of others. Let's check out one more. Let's check out a proper online one. Okay, let's check out Udemy. So Udemy is a global marketplace for learning and teaching online. So this is taught by expert instructors that can be purchased and learned by normal people that want to learn a skill. So that's pretty cool. It's online. It's helping people develop themselves. And from what I can gather, it is available everywhere. So that is really nice. It gives not only experts an opportunity to create a course, but it allows others to have access to that course in one safe and easy to access place. That's great. So yeah, now that we've covered a bit of what Prosus has stakes in, I think it's time to go check out the juicy stuff, the actual share price. So Prosus only actually came out it only went public about a year ago. I think, yeah, year to date, just over. I mean, let's have a look here. 3 years. Yeah, let's take out Naspas. You can see Prosus only came here September 11th. It's now September 15th. So yeah, it's pretty new. But as we can see, within this year that it's been out, let's go year to date, yeah. Sorry, we don't want to look at Naspers right now. But if we're looking at some key events within Prosus that really define how this share price has changed over the course of this year. So we can see it opened at a price of about 1,174 Rand. From there, it took a bit of it went down a bit. We even hit 900-ish over here. Yeah, 900. So, didn't make big gains off the bat. I would argue that you didn't make any money over there. Not many people did, at least. But kind of picks up a bit, goes up, comes down. A little bit unstable around, December through to March. Obviously, COVID hits. Goes to really low 907 bottom. But from COVID-19, swings back up and it just continues to go up and up and up and up and up. Up until trade war with China once again kind of peters out, continues to climb up a bit, it recovers, goes up. But I think one thing that we can kind of see over here is that as far as the share price goes over here, how this graph is looking over here versus how it looks over here is not the same. This has a lot more little changes in the market. I mean, in the share price, it's not swinging so much. Once we get past trade war over here, because of their huge stake in Tencent and the volatility of that, that company, it's just been swinging crazy. Look at this. It will climb up to just 1.6. It'll go up to, it will reach peaks and it will dip down quite a lot. So overall, it's gone up by, in the year to date, it's gone up 50%. That is pretty good, I'd argue, for this company. Last 30 days hasn't done too well, but I mean, that's, as we just discussed, it's due to volatility. Last 7 days done okay, 2%, it's alright. 10% in the last 90 days. But yeah, as a stock, I wouldn't invest in Prosus specifically for short-term games. I would invest for long-term. And in fact, I have actually invested for long-term. I bought somewhere around May. I put in a good amount of my portfolio into Prosus because I have a lot of faith in this company and what they will do in the future. So for me, investing in Prosus, long-term game, I'm probably looking at gains from Prosus, northwards of 5 years down the line. I think that they're a really good company to invest in long term, especially considering that they're investing in green technology and emerging markets. I think that is a key factor into why I'm investing in them. I see huge potential in emerging markets in general and technology. I think that is where you're going to make your money in the next couple of years. But hey, don't take this from me, just my opinion. Anyways, let's give it a quick comparison to Nasparis. So let's head over to 3 years and we can kind of check out Nasparis here as well. So we can see Nasparis has got a... I'm not going to touch on the Nasparis graph itself because they've had some ties in with, the STB and stuff. They had a bit of a rocky patch, but they've been bringing it back. So if we have a look over here from when Prosus came out, we can see that their graphs almost exactly line up right up until about here. Right up until about May. Then Prosus actually kind of flips the switch and takes over Nasparis in terms of share price, which is quite interesting. I like to see that, in all honesty. I don't have any stake in Nasparis, even though the companies are very similar in terms of what they do. They're both investment companies. They both own a bunch of other companies. I personally invested in Prosus because I like what they were doing. I'm not too clued up on Nasparis. I know that they have stakes in, Take-A-Lot and a whole lot of other things like that. They also have, a huge stake in Prosus. They own 75% of Prosus. That's why their graphs look so similar. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to see there. But Nasparis definitely took a bit of a hit when they sold basically 25% of their value to Prosus, because they used to own 100% of Prosus because there was a division of theirs. Then once they sold that, they owned about 75%. So we can just see over here, they're going up. They're holding it. Then they basically sell Prosus, its own company, goes down a bit. But besides that, my thoughts on Prosus as a company remain that I want to see them succeed, and I have invested a decent amount into them, and I truly am going to keep my eye on them. Besides everything, the nitty gritty controversies that every single company has, I feel that Prosus is in a really good track to success. I think they will continue to grow. I think that they will continue to make big things. I think that they will hopefully invest in a small company somewhere in an emerging market that will grow into something big, like an Amazon, like a Google, like an Uber even. So it's going to start off locally and then it's going to grow into something international. That's their approach to all of this. They're starting off working with these smaller companies to really, capitalize on that local aspect of it and then grow it into an international business. And obviously, now that they've got a whole lot of, fingers in multiple pies, hypothetically, having owning parts of different companies in different countries, it kind of puts them in a really good spot to grow and really, reap the rewards. So I'm personally going to keep my eye on Prosus, and I think it will do well. So thanks for listening to me ramble for a little bit about Prosus. I really like this stock, and I think it's really going places. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye.